All praise is due to the Most High family. We back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching episode 17 of Kaiju number 8. And man, we kind of messed up about this one, family. I'm not going to hold you. So last episode, Kaiju number 9 hit us with the okie doke, right? He split up Narumi, he split up Kafka and Shinomiya, all for him to really be getting at the director, family. And so he basically, he fought the director. The director tried his best, but Kaiju number 9 won. And now that he has Kaiju number 2's power also, this dude, he's strong as hell. He was like a demon. He was big, he was swole. He had like defense, he could fly. He had wings. He's strong as hell. I don't know how else to put it. And I feel like right, it's anime. He's only gonna get stronger, ain't he? So we got a real problem on our hands. I mean, on top of losing the director, which is a big blow. That's a big blow. But this is like a rite of passage moment. Like Kaiju number 9 took the director, but the director really felt strongly that he had, by grouping Kafka and his daughter Kikoru with Narumi in the first division, he really feels that this is the strongest division in history, is what he's saying. Like, this is the creme de la creme, the upper echelon. So while it hurts to lose the director like that, he was feeling confident that the defense force is in good hands. It's being led by the right ones. But so Kaiju number 9 was trying to escape now that he absorbed Kaiju number 2. And Kafka and Narumi was not trying to let him go. We was trying our best to exact our revenge right here, right now. But you know how it goes when you're a hero, when you're a savior. We trying to defeat him and get back the director's body because he'd been absorbed. But Kaiju number 9 basically realizes, he's like, oh, I got a couple of defenseless victims here that I can target, and that'll basically get these two off of their attention off of me. And so he escaped because we had to protect the doctor and we had to protect Kikoru from Kaiju number 9's attack. So he escaped, and we're extra motivated, family. Kikoru is extra motivated. Kafka's extra motivated. Narumi's extra motivated. Like, bro, we finna get him. Right? So we had our ceremony for the director. The whole town. His ceremony was very similar as his wife's ceremony, as Kikoru's mom's ceremony. The whole city was affected. They all feeling that. But so we got no time to rest. We gotta find this dude, right? So we learned that. Well, hold on. Before that, so basically, right away, Narumi's putting Kikoru into training right away, because she said she want to be stronger. He said, all right, bet, everything your dad taught me, I'm gonna teach you. And you got to be stronger than everybody except me, because he's number one. He's the top dog. So she started training with one of the platoon leaders. right? And Narumi's basically giving her a month. He said, hey, by the time a month passes, you got to be stronger than all the platoon leaders, and you got to be good enough to start training with me directly. Right? So she motivated, she working on that. Now, we got a little bit of drama here with Kafka, right? Like, we basically learn that as he transforms more often, like, now we starting to see signs that part of his body is not transforming back to a human when he transforms back. We see on his hand that it's like, at first it looked like an injury, but it's basically part of his hand staying in kaiju form, even though he's back in human form right now, which is drama, right? So if he keeps transforming, and if he keeps fighting these kaijus, he's gonna lose any resemblance of a normal human life ever again. He's basically sacrificing his future as a human for the short-term gains of fighting off these kaiju now. But like he said later in the episode to Narumi, the director, you know, so we know he has this dream that he wants to dang, I forgot old girl's name, but he trying to meet old girl at the top. Oh, you know, his like love interest, his little crush. He trying to meet her at the top because she the top in her group, and that's their childhood promise. And so Kafka feels like he owes the director some because the director overrode everybody. Everybody was like, no, we can't have a kaiju in the defense force, and the director overrode all that and gave Kafka a chance to realize his dream, to realize his goal. So on that level, he feel like he owed a director. On another level, now that he's connected to Kikoru and all of his other friends that he enlisted in the defense force with, he's like, man, I want to protect them. I want to fight for them. I don't want my friends to be hurt. So he's willing to sacrifice his future as a simple human. Right? But so that was a conversation he had with Narumi, and it's cool to see Narumi be a little bit more serious. I mean, he has like a serious mode when he's fighting kaiju, but now that the director's gone, he really it's a slight personality shift, honestly, is how it looks to me. He's got to be more stern and more he just can't be as aloof as he was before, because now everybody's looking to him to lead us now. Now that the director's gone, we looking at Narumi. And so he definitely is a little bit more less playful at this moment. But so that was the conversation we had between Kafka and Narumi at the end of the episode. Right before then, it was kind of cool to see Kafka. They let him take a trip home. He basically just went to clean up his house, to return a couple things to his previous co-workers. Remember, family, Kafka used to work on the cleanup crew. Like all the kaiju, all the dead kaiju that's left when the defense force come through and beat them all, then the cleanup crew come up and they start chopping up the remains and the, you know, smaller pieces, easier to clean up. And so it was cool to see him reconnect with his past buddies. And then, like, you know, it's a comparison because he was in the cleanup crew for the longest. So he was really like that. He's a good, you know, he top notch as far as the cleanup crew go. But, you know, we know he struggled. He's on the lower end of the spectrum as it relates to being at the defense force when he's not in kaiju form, right? So it was funny to see that duality, that dichotomy there for Kafka. But, you know, he reconnected with the homies. He got to test out some of the new equipment that they had, and he returned some things to his old, like, supervisor. So this is, like I said, this episode was a rite of passage. That's kind of like Kafka saying, like, he's letting go of his former human life. He's willing to embrace this future as a permanent kaiju. He's like preparing himself. Whew. So The roller coaster about it, we just cranked up. We finna start diving on down now.